FunMasterMike is here from the chess.com offices, and well, it's kind of quiet. I'm not really sure what our upper management is doing on this Monday. Maybe they're snowboarding. Actually, I can't really blame them for that. But this is a new series we're calling Random Lessons from the chess.com offices. You can see over here, we've got this great video library, and well, apparently there's some disc golf that happens too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a completely random book, open to a random page, and I'm going to give you that lesson. It is totally random. I promise you this is going to be Winning with the French. Well, that book's going to be short. Okay, how about this one? World Champion Combinations. Who doesn't like a good world champion? Who doesn't like a good combination? And this is written by Ray Keane and the late Eric Schiller. And you guys tell me when to stop. Oh, what's that? YouTube is a one-way source of communication. You can't actually do it. Okay, I'm just going to stop here. Let's go to the left side of the page, and it's Anthony Sadie versus Bobby Fischer, New York, 1965. Now, I'm guessing because it's Fischer and the 60s, and well, it's also called World Champion Combinations, that Bobby Fischer is going to get the best of this one. But let's see. We're going to skip the opening moves, and because it's a combinations book, I have a feeling that whatever position, whatever diagrammed position that Schiller and Keane have put is the one that we should be focusing on. This came off of an English. I'm not sure who plays the English these days. Certainly not me. Okay, and rook is here. Okay. Strangely, Fischer does not have the bishop pair. Okay. This is going to be black to move. Now I've got black on the wrong side, but you see up there in that chess diagram that we've probably added in post, I'm going to put black on bottom. Let me read you what the authors want you to know. From all appearances, white is on the attack with tremendous pressure at f7. Yet in reality, the attack involves too little force. Fischer sees the white rooks lying helplessly in their cubbyholes. That's pretty nice prose for a chess book. And uses a combination to lead to an endgame where, even though he remains behind in material, he can count on a decisive advantage. Okay, let's put Ray and Eric to bed. Let's do a little jadoo-bidoo. And let's figure out what is going on. Do I have the position right? Actually, this pawn is here. Okay, now we're ready to do some chess. Okay, black to move. Now the queen's the only piece guarding the bishop, so I want to play c6. Because if the queen takes, we can play rook c8 and skewer the queen to the bishop. However, there's an annoying bug. Queen takes f7 is the bug. It's the Jeff Goldblum. Okay, what else? What else? Well, you know what? This pawn is actually pinned, so some sort of move like knight f6 is interesting. But again, more Jeff Goldblum. Okay, so that's not going to work. Aha! What about knight takes e5, temporarily guarding f7? And then, if queen takes, we win the queen. If pawn takes, I think I see something. We trade queens. No, sir, I am a lady. Let's put the queen over there. And then rook takes pawn, check, recovering the piece. Even though it's opposite colored bishops, black has a good attack and a couple of extra pawns to boot. Okay, so what else can be done after knight takes? I think queen takes is the only line. Okay, now we need a good move for black. Got a couple double checks, right? But if you double check and the king, he's not going to go here. No. Because this would be, actually, wait a minute. Maybe this could be right. Bishop takes c4. That's me. Okay, but he's not going to go there. Unfortunately, he's going to go here. And now if you're black, you still have to recover the queen. Your knight's hanging, your bishop's hanging. I don't think it works. Okay, let's go back. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the bishop. Discovered check. That's what we're going to do. Because he's got to give away the queen. It's a desperado. No, I'm not going to sing it again. The one time I sang it in the ChessKid video.
Desperado.
That's the one. Okay. There is no greatest hits in FunMasterMike land. Okay, now black is only down the exchange, but he has a pawn. And because everything that white has is on the dark squares, somehow this guy, it's going to be better than the neon pawn. Okay, so check, Check-a-rooski. If your king moves here, I win a free piece, and black is ahead in material. If you go here, I could take, but I can also put PP on the PP with f4. And yeah, black just wins. Black has two minor pieces for the rook. So king here only move. I feel like I'm on the right track. I'm using some inductive, some deductive reasoning. But what do we do now? We can't rest on our laurels. What is a laurel, by the way? Rook e1 is coming, and then the attack is over. I think I know. I think we take, even though the bishop was very bad, because after king takes, rook check, and unfortunately the king has to go back. Remember how the authors told us the rooks were not communicating, and how the authors also said that communication is the reason that most relationships fail? No, wait, that was another book I forget I said that. Let's edit that out. The rooks are not talking, which means that we just start taking stuff. Yeah, we just play Pac-Man with the white pieces. And you can guard this pawn with some sort of defensive move, but then your rooks they're still just not talking to each other at all. So I feel like black is doing well. Black is down the exchange, but has 2 pawns. The rooks aren't playing chess. The king is stuck on the back rank. And I don't know if there's any forcing lines here, but I think black is better. Okay, let's see if our authors agree. Knight takes e5, king takes, knight takes c4 check, queen takes e8, rook takes e8, king d1. Oh, I did take the bishop. That was the part I wasn't sure about. King takes, rook e2 check, king went to c1. King went to c1. Rook takes f2, and this is the position. Okay, now, how did Sadie defend? g3, oh, that puts more pawns on dark squares. Bishop to b7, and then, some more moves were played. I do want to point out that after rook to e1, Fischer did not take the pawn and give this rook activity. The rook could have, invaded, given a check and come back, probably. Okay. Instead, Fischer's bishop went to e4, which dominates the rook. That's a forever outpost. And you can start taking pawns later. You can also play rook check and win this pawn. This is a very nice grandmaster. You might even call it a world champion move. Well, there you go. Random lessons from the chess.com offices. I guess I might be CEO right now. There's no one else in the office except for me. So as long as there's still neon in that green pawn, we're still alive and kicking. I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe we'll do another one.
Welcome to my world. Time to attack!
A knight on the rim is grim. Are you sure you know what you're doing?